Yo, Otaku Squad, what's going on? Although that name's kind of patent pending though, because basically, if you guys want me to call you Otaku Squad, you know, just let me know via either my Twitter or down in the comments below. And I'd like to actually welcome you guys back to another episode of Anime Review. And today's anime I'm going to be reviewing is Heavy Object. Now, basically, this is actually sort of like, a mecha type anime. And I know that, freaking mecha ain't really like, everybody's cup of tea, and I respect that. But basically, guys, I've actually had, a love interest with mecha anime, whether it's Evangelion, Darling of the Franxx, Gurren Lagann, Code Geass, Gundam. Dudes, basically, although these are not like, typical run-of-the-mill humanoid type mechs. No, they're just kind of like, giant orbs, with freaking weapons and shit. But basically, it's super freaking cool to actually see this. I mean, basically, here's how it goes. In the future, the world is divided into hundreds of warring nations that fight with advanced technology known as objects. With the capacity to annihilate an opposing militia in seconds, these massive weapons have turned battles between men into warfare between machines. The world is locked in an arms race. That is until two rookie soldiers, Quentin Barbatage and Javier Winchell, managed to take down any object with nothing more than their wits. But with their achievement earns no rest. Now the government wants to deploy them around the world with more possible missions. Fortunately, they won't go that alone. On their side is a beautiful first-generation object piloted by the beautiful Melinda Brantini and their fiery commanding officer Frilatia Caspitrano. I can't even pronounce these names correctly, guys, so I do apologize in advance for butchering these names. With their fiery... Okay, well... While Javier avoids discipline from Fraladia's heeled boots, Quinter finds himself rescuing Melinda from a tight spot or two. Together, their team takes on an unforeseen enemies, including those amongst their ranks. Even though this is actually part one, I still actually got to say, this is totally a great watch. And basically, I'm on episode 3 right now, so basically, if you guys actually want to see a little bit more of that, I'll actually just cut off here for a sec and give you guys a little taste of what I'm watching here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, here comes the fun. They just actually scattered C4 all over the place. I kind of wanted to skip the dialogue and go straight for the action, because, ooh.
Son of a bitch! What now? What now? Look, I know you're convinced you're a knight, but you can't seriously think we should try to save her. You'd rather abandon her? It's not just flesh and blood soldiers. They've got an object out there. Even if we had backup, they'd never get here in time, and they'd still just get slaughtered. So if there was no object, it'd be a different story? What are you saying? Tanks and fighter planes. Normal reinforcements could lay this base to waste. You want to ask Fralatia for reinforcements? There's no way she'll come. So you really do want to just abandon her? Then why the hell did we go AWOL on our unit and come all this way? She's the only reason we're here, and we will not leave her behind!
Oof. Freaking trying to decide with... Okay, here we go.
Training. I should be able to crank up the missile's infrared seeker to maximum output. Then, hopefully, our satellites can log onto its signal, allowing us to communicate. We'd be good as dead if they intercepted us on our comms. That's brilliant. It's a one-way signal, though. And I doubt it'll even last a minute, so you've got to work fast to convince Felicia.
Uh-oh.
Time for the turbine exchange. Once that monster's fixed up, it's not gonna matter what we do at that point.
Yeah, you see,
Yes, and you're good to go.
as you can tell, that's actually that's the water bug.
Gunther Barbatos here. Do you read? We've managed to infiltrate the Faith Organization's base zone, but the princess has been captured by the guards.
It's crazy how these mechs are.
Reinforcements. They'll take care of the object on our end. If you need to, you can wait for confirmation that we've blown it up. And if you think that we have a shot, please send anything you can, even just one tank. Even that will be enough to turn the tide. I'm begging you, miss. Nice and sincere sounding. Let's just...
Back at it once again, there, Otaku Squad. I'm still trying to get that patent pending down on that, and basically, if you guys want me to call you Otaku Squad, just, let me know in the comments, or, via Twitter, at Riendo Roman. Doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm still trying to get the hang of my new phone here. I mean, friggin' the recording quality just really is kind of like, something else. And, basically, like I said, this is a new phone. I mean, I just bought it yesterday, and, $300 later. I mean, besides actually getting freaking airtime for this, $150 for this phone here, and basically I'm still trying to get good quality with this, and yeah, I'm still working out the bugs here. So, like I said, I'm actually trying to do this for you guys because basically there are three things that I'm actually. This is for all my new members who actually do tend to join me. Basically, I'm actually doing these videos for three reasons. First, to actually help heal the anime community through positivity, because basically, with all these SJWs and shit trying to destroy, what we actually hold dear and cherish most, anime for me is not just an escapism, it's a way of life for me. I mean, basically, to tell you guys the truth, back when I was a kid, my stepdad physically abused me, and basically, anime was like my go-to source for escapism from all the freaking physical, mental, and verbal abuse that my stepdad kept pushing on both me and my older sister. And I just have years of pent-up rage and shit like that. It's not fun. Being a victim of child abuse, it sucks. Straight up. Basically, guys, I want you to know one thing. I'm trying to be positive because basically, it's like what, Vic Mignogna said. You can't exchange meanness for mean, but instead, meanness for kindness. And yeah, I do support Vic Mignogna. In fact, I even actually wrote Vic a letter, telling him how I actually appreciated him, and he did send me a reply back, and basically, it shows that he's a caring man. Now, basically, people out there are going to probably, slander me for being such a freaking, whatever. I don't care. Because basically, I'd rather be hated for who I am than be loved for who I'm not. I mean, if they want to hate me for being an anime fan and for being a so-called weeb, I usually prefer the term otaku over weeb because basically, when normies use it, it's like, it's like a racial slur for certain people. Even though I'm actually quarter African American, I just actually kind of find it as the equivalent of actually having someone say the N-word to me. And it's just ridiculous, guys. But I just want you to know, also another reason is actually I'm still trying to shoot for 100 plus subscribers because basically I want to settle on a fan base that I can be proud of. And basically, I really need your guys' help to actually help get my channel up there. Because basically, we all have to start somewhere. And basically, I believe that, the more positivity you could give to someone is one of the greatest things that you can ever do. And lastly, because it's fun. I mean, I actually like doing these types of videos where I actually get to show you guys through the experiences of, like, what anime means for me as it is for you guys. Because basically, at the end of the day, we're still otaku. I mean, I actually love anime. I love video games. I like comic books, but with the way that comic books and like other stuff that's been freaking going down the woke path, it's just ridiculous. But you know what? We should actually freaking just, enjoy what we want to enjoy. So if you're actually new to my channel, or if you're actually, a returning channel member, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates, and remember these 3 things, guys. Respect the waifus, enjoy your fandoms, anime is freedom, and until the next one, this is Mr. Anime 343 saying, sayonara, everyone.